What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to a new edition of the 16's podcast reaction section. As you can see by the title, we are getting into the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer. The first movie came out. When it came out, I did a trailer reaction to it. Thought it looked pretty good and didn't end up going to see the movie in the theaters. Ended up watching it at home, like after it came out. I forgot exactly where it came out, but basically like a site that I could, watch it from home and whatnot. So I ended up watching it at the crib. Turned out to be one at the time. It turned out to be my favorite Spider-Man movie, because this was clearly before No Way Home and some of the other stuff had come out. But it was hands down and by far my favorite Spider-Man movie. It's probably, I guess you'd say 1A, 1B with it now, just up there with obviously Spider-Man No Way Home. So it's probably, those two are probably my favorite favorite Spider-Man movies in general. I could probably, how I talked about doing the MCU movie list, I could probably do one just for the Spider-Man movies and end up ranking them. A lot of y'all will not like my rankings though. I can already tell you that much, because if we just going off bat ranking the three Spider-Mans, I'm going what's his name? Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire at the bottom. And I know a lot of y'all had Tobey at the top, but for me, that's just nostalgia, because he never really, for me, he just didn't sell the role as Spider-Man. I didn't really feel that. I felt Andrew Garfield did a better job of selling Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire kind of did a better job of selling the whole Peter Parker vibe. And Tom Holland did the best job of incorporating both. But that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions and everything. Most people, like I said, will probably have Tobey Maguire as number one. But like I said, for me, that's nostalgia talking. He was okay. He wasn't that great, though. So, yeah, I really enjoyed seeing Miles in, he's not in live action, but seeing Miles in a movie, really enjoyed seeing him. Everything about his character, because, he's mixed with, I believe, Mexican and black, or Puerto Rican and black, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what, but I know it's some Hispanic heritage that you can see with his mom and everything. So I really enjoyed that. The soundtrack, like, I still listen to songs from that movie to this day. Soundtrack was by far one of my favorites in like any movie. Like, I've actually listened to the whole thing like straight through. I don't really do that with movies after getting done with them, but after seeing that, I had to. So just really looking forward to seeing Miles again. Hopefully, at some point in the future, we get a live action Miles Morales. Really can't wait to see that. For me, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but my pick for Miles Morales is Miles Brown. That's his name, Miles Brown. The young man off of I can say young man now because he's grown up, got a mustache, all that kind of stuff. From when we first seen him on Blackish, the youngest of the twins, the boy. I could really see him playing that role. Everybody talks about Caleb McLaughlin off of Stranger Things. I mean, I could see it, but I just feel like we're casting him because, he got the whole fan cast for Static Shock's, fan cast for Miles Morales. I feel like he's not the only one. There are other younger black actors in that age group who I think could do it as well. Not saying that he couldn't do it, because I really love Lucas in Stranger Things. But I just feel like somebody else, come on, bring somebody else in. I feel like Miles Brown could really, really do a good job portraying a younger Miles and, growing with him since he's still so young and everything. But hey, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and see what Miles and Gwen are going to be getting up to in this new movie. I absolutely cannot wait to see it when it finally comes out. I've been waiting for it since the first one dropped. Without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this reaction. Oh, wow.
Hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time. For years, I've been taking care of this little boy.
It's not me anymore, Ma.
Making sure he's loved, that he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants
What's
to go
up,
out to the
Danger?
world and do great big things.
Okay, that's new.
Not bad, kid.
And what I worry about most
I love you, man.
is they won't look out for you like us.
Miles!
Want to get out of here? Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets where he came from.
The Spider-Verse.
And he never doubts that he is loved. And he never
Okay.
lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong there. You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Let's get it.
Who do you think you are? Really?
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
Oh man. Oh man, I'm ready for this movie, y'all. I'm ready for this movie. Let's go ahead, get in this breakdown, y'all. Alright, y'all. Trailer looks pretty interesting. Not really too sure what to take away from it, other than, you know, it's just Spider-Man's across the multiverse and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like it's gonna be a lot more Spider people in this movie than it was in the last one. Still not 100% sure of like what the plot is, what they're kind of, you know, who the bad guy of the movie is and all that kind of stuff. So interested to see, you know, if we get that information in another trailer or like a synopsis of the movie or something, because with that, it just looks like, you know, Miles and Gwen are like hanging out through the, you know, through the Spider-Verse, and not really sure what the conflict is, but I don't know, maybe we saw Oscar Isaacs in there. He's the one playing Spider-Man 2099, and you saw him like towards the end of the trailer, he kind of like grabbed Miles and like slammed him like on a train or something like that. So maybe he's the bad guy of the movie or something like that, because like Gwen said, we're supposed to be the good guys. So maybe she was talking about Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099. Like I said, I have no clue. It looks good though. It looks like it's still following the same, you know, kind of, I don't necessarily say formula, but the same, you know, the same kind of stuff that made the first one so great. So I'm really excited, really looking forward to it. Hoping the soundtrack is just as good as the first one. With him and his mom. So I'm wondering, because if you played the Miles Morales game, not the Miles Morales game, if you played the Spider-Man game, the Peter Parker game, if you've played that, quick spoilers if you haven't played it and finished it, but in that game, you're teamed up with like a cop and everything doing stuff, and he ends up dying, and come to find out that the police officer was Miles' dad. So that's how Miles ends up coming into the game, and, you know, gets his own game spinoff and everything like that. So I'm wondering if maybe that scene with him talking to his mom on the whatever that was on top of the building or whatever, if that could have been like after his dad has died and he's kind of trying to figure himself out or figure the situation, you know, figure out how to like move forward and everything. Maybe, I don't know. It just seems like it has something to do with emotion, just based off of how, you know, kind of how sad his mom seemed, and how kind of that low kind of tone that, you know, that your mom talks to you in when she's like, she's worried, she just wants to make sure everything's okay with you and all that kind of good stuff, make sure your head's on right, that you're moving in the right direction, you know all that kind of stuff. My OG's not Hispanic, but, you know, black moms, you know how they are, they got your back. So I that's kind of my whole feelings and vibes from that, just from that scene at the very beginning, because, you know, I don't think they tell us that his dad is dead in the movie, and we didn't see any new scenes or anything like that with his dad in it. I don't believe it was just all old stuff, kind of from the first movie. The little bits and pieces that we did see of him in the trailer. So yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Like I said, I don't really know. anything, haven't read anything about it, haven't really seen any videos or anything about it, I will probably end up watching the Emergency Awesome video after I've gone ahead and done this reaction and everything, because I don't want to know exactly what's going to happen, obviously, but I kind of want a baseline kind of groundwork of what the movie is gonna kind of be about, what it's gonna follow, and all that kind of stuff, So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, the first one is tied for my favorite Spider-Man movie, absolutely, of all time. It was great. Love Miles, love Gwen, love all the other Spider-Mans who were in the movie and everything. Nicolas Cage, he was pretty funny, being the black and white Spider-Man. What was it, Spider-Man Noir, the whole kind of mystery Spider-Man and everything. So like that was, I like, dog, Spider-Man is not my favorite Marvel character, but I really love that movie. Like I could almost even say I put it above No Way Home. It was just really a really, really well done story, and I loved everything about it, everything about the characters, the storyline with Miles kind of becoming who he's supposed to be, entwined with Peter B. Parker kind of refiguring out who he is and all of that. To it's just, you won't know, it's a leap of faith, So enjoyed the movie. Can't wait to see this movie when it comes out. Can't wait for another trailer when that ends up dropping, So stay tuned for further trailer reactions. If you ended up liking this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more trailer reactions, episode reactions, our 1216 podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. You'll get notified every time we drop another video, and I will see y'all in the next one.